guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. Happy New Year. It's 2022. Lots of exciting things on the horizon for all of us here on Raiti's Rides because you are part of that Raiti's Rides family. But you know what? Before we start really going through all those resolutions and things that we wanted to change for 2022, I want to focus on something very important that you actually asked for. What are the top 10 vehicles of 2021 that made a big impact on us? Now, what we did is that we specifically chose new models, whether they were marketed as a 2021 or as a 2022. If they were brought to that market during 2021, they made it into the pool of videos for us to choose from. Now, the reason why we did that, instead of just choosing from all the vehicles and all the reviews of 2021, think about it. One thing that we have stayed true to here on Raiti's Rides is that we always bring you at least one car review per day. So let's do the math. One review per day, 365 days in a year. That alone is 365 car reviews. Plus, there's many times, especially when we're going to the auto shows, where we do more than one review per day. So that's why we wanted to stick to just cars that were being brought to market for 2021 as either a 2021 model or a 2022 model. Now, it may surprise you, some of the vehicles that you see in this top 10 list, there really isn't any particular order from like 10 to 9 to 8, so on and so forth. But what I did is I saved my numero uno, number one, the big enchilada of a video for the last one. So the vehicle that you see that's going to be the last one in this review, actually number 10, is going to be basically number one because that's how we're going to finish off this review. So without any further ado, let's go ahead, let's dive in and recap the top 10 Raiti's Rides most impactful car reviews. Let's go check. And here we go. So starting off, of course, a car that really won my heart over is the 2022 Toyota GR86. The redesign of this car, I know it does not get the credit that it deserves because it doesn't have 700 horsepower, but such a fun car to drive, and Toyota did such a great job with the style. Now, I have always been the fan of the BRZ more. That had always been the direction I would go in, but for this one, over the BRZ, I'm going GR86, that 6-speed manual transmission, such a slick shifting gearbox, the way it handles, and the distinct look, especially with that duckbill spoiler at the end, really gives it a unique style to it. And I really find that the overall driving experience, if you know how to road through that 6-speed, it's going to really bring a smile to your face. And definitely whether you're on the road or on the track, like we were, the smile was from ear to ear and the on-throttle action was very memorable. Next up, speaking about horsepower, 700 horsepower, we're talking about 797 horsepower with the 2021 Dodge Challenger Hellcat Red Eye wide body. This particular one, smoke show with those brass monkey wheels. Oh my God, that color combination. And then looking at that 6.2 liter supercharged V8, obviously we had the red key. Yeah, and obviously, we got to do a lot of on-throttle. You got the performance pages. Yeah, it's got the dated style to the interior, but really, you're not paying for fancy interior. You're paying for that right there. Smoke them if you got them. Nice large burnout, and of course, on-throttle action that whether you're going in a straight line or if you're being a little bit more gingerly, enjoying the twisty bits in this four-door sedan, it really made that old saying, 2 doors too many, go bye-bye. Next up, speaking of muscle cars, we got a muscle car SUV. It's that Grand Wagoneer. The first time Jeep bringing back the Grand Wagoneer name, and they did it in a way where they're going up against the big boys, the Cadillac Escalade and the Lincoln Navigator in that full-size luxury SUV segment. Over 70 inches of screen really separates it from the rest of the pack. I love the way they did the interior. You got a cooler to keep your Twinkies cool. You got the ability to bring your Amazon Fire Stick TV right into the vehicle. And as you can see, everybody gets plenty of screen size, plus there's plenty of cargo space as well, which is wonderful. And then you get the 6.4 liter naturally aspirated V8 on throttle. Don't have to worry about not having enough torque, and you got great towing capability. Plus the overall driving, it doesn't feel like a large car. So definitely another favorite for 2021. Next up, it's mean, it's green, it's a Porsche machine. It's that 2021 Porsche 718 GT4. Boy, driving it was exhilarating. That flat six naturally aspirated engine screaming to 8,000 RPM. Yeah, it didn't have the manual like I had wanted, but it was really great to experience the PDK, launch control, carbon fiber. Just the way that the whole car was put together, an option was done so well, so unique, and really having that mid-engine performance shows why so many people love the Porsche 718, especially in that very special GT4 trim. I mean, just listen to that engine. I still hear it in my dreams from time to time. And with that launch control, you are accelerating rocket fast, just as if you're on a racetrack. Those lightning shifts from the PDK make the whole experience that extra special, and such feedback from the steering wheel. Another big one that really I can't forget and I keep dreaming about is that Mercedes AMG E63 S wagon. Wagons aren't cool? Why the hell not? Look at this thing. It is phenomenal. That blue color, which was a special custom matte blue metallic paint job from the factory, the carbon ceramic brake rotors on a wagon, all the ambient lighting, the leather interior. It was so well put together. 4MATIC plus all-wheel drive puts you in the seat 0 to 60 in around 2.8 seconds. I mean, come on. 4-door wagon we're talking about here. And you got the forged wheels. You got that beautiful steering wheel straight from a Formula One race car. Lewis Hamilton would want to go on throttle in this. I know he would, because look at this thing launch. Wow. It still makes my heart pitter-patter every time I see it. And then even through the twisty bits with the adaptive dampers all four corners and that great feedback. Plus you got the full Costco order in the rear of the vehicle as you're going down your favorite road. Another vehicle. This one really just is such a home run when it comes to value, is the Hyundai Elantra N. They're not messing around. You get a limited slip differential, 6-speed manual transmission that actually shifts smooth like a hot knife through butter. We got the full digital displays where you can go into your N modes and really just customize all of the special settings. Seats, they look like Ricardo seats, one-piece bags with leather, and the sound, the pops, the crackles, it's like Rice Krispies that you get to drive every single day, and it puts a big, huge smile on your face. And then, of course, we had that great driving action, once again, not only on road, but also at Sears Point. There we are, following that factory touring car driver for the Hyundai Elantra team. And that really allowed you to see just how well the car drove. Definitely one of my top 10. Next up, boy oh boy, I'm telling you right now, I know a lot of people are talking about Carole Baskin, but it ain't about her cats. It's about this cat, that Jaguar FPace SVR. Absolutely mind-blowing. We were the first in the country to get this special SVO matte finish, British Racing Green with the dark tan accents, and of course that supercharged V8 goodness and all-wheel drive. Talk about having the versatility of an SUV, but also having that sports car performance, the digital dash, the large infotainment, the way they do the seats, and of course the roar coming out of the back of this pad. When it launches, it puts you back in the seat, and it's one of those things that you're going to remember. I know I'm going to remember well past 2021 and into 2022 and for a very long time, because it is a very special vehicle from Jag. And remember, Jaguar is going in the direction of a full EV lineup. So that's another thing to take into consideration. But next up, what do we got? The Genesis G70. This one surprised me. I liked the G70 when they first brought it, but it didn't do that something little extra special that the Kia Stinger GT did for me. But now, the changes they made, the headlights, the styling, those beautiful wheels, the Brembo brakes, and then they did something that you wouldn't think is a big deal, but it is Sport Plus mode. You put this car into Sport Plus mode, it behaves so differently. I love the paint job, the interior, the two-tone with the white. Obviously, all the great technology with the infotainment really shows that you don't need the name badge to have that quality, to have the great driving experience, and to have something that I'm telling you, you go down the road, people take notice of this Genesis G70. Very, very unique vehicle. It's going to be interesting to see where they take the redesign, because this is just a refresh and it's just that good, especially through the twisty bits. Here's another one that I'm telling you, I'm surprised my brain did not detach from my spine from the acceleration. It's this 2021 Porsche 911 Turbo S. This one even had a little bit more horsepower than from the factory. 0 to 60 in less than 2.3 seconds. That great Porsche style. The way that this particular owner wound up optioning the silver with the red interior really was a nice, sweet color combo. Of course, that 8-speed PDK with the way that it shifts, unbelievable in that formation, and really just allows you to go through the gears so quickly. Now, sitting still, the flat six twin turbo engine really doesn't have the most harmonious of sounds, but when you're behind the wheel and you're going on throttle, that's when you're gonna have that extreme acceleration and action, and that's what makes it so special. And you can see here, I mean, this is where it just makes your eyes detach from the retinas. And then finally, the last vehicle, this one is number one from 2021, and I know it's gonna surprise you. It's the Cadillac CT4B Blackwing. Now, I know a lot of you are like, Joe, you went with the twin turbo V6? What about the CT5B Blackwing? Well, guess what? This car, I had so much more fun driving, not only on the road, but also on the racetrack. Of course, you're still gonna be able to get that 6-speed manual no matter which way you go. Option the interior with different colors and everything, but there was just something about the feedback, the connection I had when this CT4V Blackwing and myself were just strapped in together and turning laps at Virginia International Raceway. It really is a car that I want in my driveway. The carbon fiber, the wheels, the whole setup. Cadillac, the team is such a large group of car enthusiasts, put their heart and soul into this vehicle. And like I said, the on throttle, no lift shift. So what that means is you're going through the 6-speed, keep your right foot planted. All you're gonna do is hit that clutch pedal and you just pull back on the lever. And it just kills the ignition for a nanosecond, which allows you to go into the next gear. Awesome, look at us on track. Freaking feedback, the whole sensation, and the balance. That's what I liked about the car. I'll be honest with you, the CT5B Blackwing, fast as hell, it was a little, all over the place at times because of all that power when you're exiting a turn, but this 4V Blackwing was the sweet spot, guys. So there you have it. There's my top 10. Let me know what you think about which directions I went with. What would have been maybe some of the different choices that you would have made. But one thing I definitely want to say to each and every one of you, thank you. Thank you for helping to make 2021 extra special. I hope that Lori and I were able to make last year a little extra bearable, so to speak, a little extra special by bringing you the reviews day in and day out. We can't do it without your support, and I know that we are all looking for a happy, healthy, even better 2022, and I believe that it's going to be a good one for all of us. But thank you for being on the journey with us since 2017. October 2017 is when we started the channel, and here we are, 2022, still going strong, all because of your awesome support, love, and just dedication to sharing the car passion, the Twinkies, the ZONKS, and of course the on-throttle action. But if you are new and you've lasted this long through the review, go ahead before you leave, hit that subscribe button, join the Raiti's Rides family. It is the best family in all of YouTube. If you are a Raiti's Rides member of that family, thank you. Thank you for your support. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you in the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Raiti's Rides merch. Got to give it up to the queen of the camera. She set up this whole room. She does it like nobody else does with that camera work. Show Lori some love in the comment section. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.